So we got a huge update in relation to that Transformers masterpiece Geno that we broke down in every way possible, but we're not going to cover that today. We'll save that for tomorrow or maybe the live stream on Saturday. A lot of stuff to cover with that. Pre-orders just dropped in Japan. We'll cover that soon. Because we got this we got to talk about. Courtesy of JT Prime 17 through the retail listings, we have 34 different Transformers 1 movie toy listings. An insane amount of them. Now, I'm just going to try to break down what's going on here because the discussions that have been going on online are pretty crazy. All of these are price points and code names. We kind of went through the same thing when we had Rise of the Beasts. A lot of the characters were under code names. Bumblebee was called George. Mirage was Pluto. Wheeljack was Barcelona. Airazor was Titan. Optimus Prime was Alpha. It's something where none of the names really match the characters too much. I mean, RC was called Orion, So what we have here is a whole bunch of code names with price points. People are seeing Overlord and going, oh my God, we're getting Overlord back. No, we're not. Probably not. It's probably a character that turns into a gun, but maybe not in this movie. Let's jump into it. We'll cover all these price points. Give you what I think about these and kind of go over what we know about Transformers 1 right now as of this recording. Obviously, this is going to probably age terribly, but we always like to have these discussions as they're happening, and they make a good little time capsule of what's going on. So, multiple price points here. First one we're going to cover is the Prime Changer price point. That was the first one we learned about. That was the one that showed up on Amazon, which gave us an idea of when all of these toys are going to be coming out. And the Prime Changer price point lists it at August 2024. So it's going to come out a month before the movie does. Obviously, it'll break street dates probably, but that's the official date, at least according to Amazon. So we have Prime Changer, we have Admiral, we got Alphabet, we got Sergeant, and we got Ace. Now, before I go further, there's 11 different codename characters here. We only know 6 thus far that are in the movie. We know Optimus Prime, we know Bumblebee, we know Elita, we know Sentinel Prime, Alpha Trion, and Megatron. So we have 11 here in total today, so we'll go through these. So again, Prime Changer, we don't know. It could be a gimmick price point, much like the Flex Changers and everything else. We don't know. Because then after that, we have the Mega Changer price point. Overlord, Admiral, Ace, and Corporal. We're getting a bunch of names that are related to rankings in the military here in general. We got the 2-in-1 masks. We have no character code names with these, but we do know that we're going to be getting 2 of them. Probably very similar to what we got with the Rise of the Beast transforming masks. Those won awards according to some websites, so I guess Hasbro wants to continue that. We got the COG one-step price point. This is obviously going to be a one-step transformer. The COG part of it probably has to do with that leak that we saw online where there was an individual that got to sit in on some of the retailer and licensor meetings for Transformers 1, and they mentioned that the characters are going to go on a journey to get the transformation cog. So that actually kind of lays into that even more. So we have the cog one step of Ace, Rounder, Captain, Overlord, Admiral, and Sergeant. We have the Battling Figurines price point, or Battling Figures price point. Don't know what this is. Could be something that's a non-transformable figurine, maybe something like the robot replicas or the more recent RED line that I think is pretty much dead at this point. We got Sergeant, Ace, Alphabet, Corporal, Halfback is a different one here, and Lieutenant. So you got those. And then we got a whole bunch of different things across the board. The Cybertron launchers, the Robot Battlers multi-pack, the Power Flip, which is Admiral in this case, the Battle 2-pack, a Platoon High Commander. I don't know if Commander is the name of a price point. Is it the name of a character? We don't know. The Ultimate Energon Admiral. Again, Admiral is a character from what we've seen thus far with all the names and the codes. Energon Reveal Op, probably Optimus Prime. Power Glow Ace. Racing Bot Shot. Ooh, Bot Shot trademark is back. They're bringing that one back. Racing Bot Shot 2-pack. Maybe they'll do some Crash Together Bot Shots action after all these years. Race and Blast price point. Racing Warrior 3-pack. Racing Changer 2-pack. Yeah, a lot of this. So certain names pop up more than others, Admiral being one of them. Probably Admiral is going to either be Optimus or Bumblebee. Failing that, the other one that pops up a lot seems to be Ace, so that might be the Bumblebee one. Aside from that, the Overlord seems to pop up a lot, so that might be the Megatron. Again, I'm just speculating, but when you see repeats of certain ones, you know that they're the more popular characters. And again, to reiterate, who do we have in this movie that we know thus far? We have Optimus Prime, although probably Orion Pax. Lorenzo de Bonaventura said in an interview that the Optimus Prime and the Megatron are going to be depicted under their Orion Pax and D16 identities. That's what Megatron was before he called himself Megatron. That's what his slave name was in the gladiatorial days. So we have Optimus Prime, aka Orion Pax, played by Chris Hemsworth. We have Alita, played by Scarlett Johansson. We have Bumblebee, played by Keegan-Michael Keel. We have Sentinel Prime, played by John Hamm, and it is Sentinel Prime. That was what they said there, not just Sentinel. We have Alpha Trion, played by Lawrence Fishburne. And we have D16, a.k.a. Megatron, played by Brian Tyree Henry. So those are the 6 characters that we do know, and their actors. There's actually an interview recently by Christopher Hemsworth for another movie, but they asked him questions about Transformers 1 and him voicing Optimus Prime. You can find that on YouTube. I'll post the image so you could search it out. And he says that he's doing a very different Optimus Prime. He won't be Australian like his natural voice. It's not going to be like Peter Cullen's, but Peter Cullen does become Optimus later in the movie and stuff, so Peter will be in the movie. And this is just a young Orion Pax voice using Thor, in this case, Christopher Hemsworth. So very interesting stuff. Again, reminder, the movie is supposed to come out September 13th, 2024. Judging by that Prime Changer price point and the release date through Amazon, a month earlier in August of 2024 is when these products are supposed to come out. And a lot of stuff to take away here. Man, there's a lot of product here. But probably at the end of the day, for us hardcore collectors, we're probably going to be eyeing the Studio Series for what we're going to pick up. But you never know. There might be a few interesting one-off or two-off items here. I know even the Rise of the Beast stuff had some fun stuff in there. So we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think. A lot to take away from all of this. But at least we have the code names now. Now the next thing is decoding those code names for who they are. Let me know what you think, guys. And we'll talk to you again really soon here on the Transformer Slag podcast. And thank you for listening.